What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I know it has been like so long since I've uploaded everything, and every time I uploaded, I think I was like, oh, more content coming. I'm being honest, it is so hard for me to pump out content lately. I'm doing this for one reason only, for you guys that have reached out to me on Instagram, some through DMs and stuff like that, and asking me when am I gonna upload again. Y'all missed the videos, and I really appreciate you guys really asking me to do this, because I didn't, I think I'm okay at it, but I didn't think my stuff was that interesting. So I was like, oh, that's nice, It's nice to hear, and I appreciate it, and giving you some updates. Update number one, I've been so damn busy with opening another business of mine. It's actually a third location of our family business, and things are just going insane for me right now, and just being busy. So not really a lot of time to do a lot of car stuff or YouTube or anything, barely on Instagram right now as well. Just busy. So that's that with me. But otherwise, number two, my wife is actually pregnant. She's now 6 months pregnant with our first child. It's a boy. His name is Luca. I think her due date's May 30th, so coming very soon. Very excited. Thank God we got a boy. He's gonna love this. Very excited for that, and big life change. I'll be turning 28 this year in August, and I'll be a father. So that already to me is like, wow, a lot of things are happening. As well as all of that, the third thing is I'm just uploading to tell you what's up. I know a lot of people are asking me, what about the car? What happened? I don't want to get too far off topic, but basically, I haven't really told you guys about what happened to the Camaro and why I haven't really posted any dyno videos and stuff like that. And there's actually good reasons for it, and I'm gonna go over that right now. We'll take a little drive and stuff like that. I'm actually on my way to hit some golf balls right now. So yeah, I'm gonna pop the hood real quick. I'll explain everything to you guys, kind of show you what's been going on and why we are where we are at the moment. 1 second. All right, real quick before I get into the nitty gritty of the motor, let's just appreciate how clean this thing is. So I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys, because I'm a normal person, you're a normal people. Things happen. I curbed lightly two of these wheels, really. This one here and the one in the front left. So for work, I drive to the bank a lot. You deposit things, you get change, typical restaurant crap. And yeah, I went through the drive-thru a couple of times when I was dailing this, so it was there for a while, and I had like a minor scratch here, so I just had both wheels refinished, so that way it looks nice and clean. But otherwise, my boy Nick, not Nick who helped me with my motor, but my friend Nick, does ceramic coating, polishing, anything, and he really cleaned this thing up really nice. Just wanted to show you that. But this is what you've been asking for, because I have neglected to tell you anything about it. So the last thing you guys saw was I took it to the dyno and I ran. No, I'm sorry. The last thing you guys saw, I think I was like tuned, but not tuned. I don't know where I left off. I probably should have done research before I made this video, but screw it. So the car is tuned. Should be clear on that. Car it feels fast, and this is where I'm like, is this right? I'll tell you in a second. So I went to the dyno that night, Edgar DSM, same guy who tuned it the first time. I went on the dyno, we strapped it up, made 3 passes. My original pass on my old setup, I made 510 all day, which was good for a simple little cam and, like reworked heads. They weren't ported at the time, nothing like that. So basically, the only difference in this built motor, like rods and pistons don't make power, so really that's just like to make it more bulletproof per se, but like the only power difference is bigger cam and and ported heads. That's really the only difference. Yes, I had new valve springs that, could help make more power, blah, 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 but really big difference is bigger cam, ported and polished heads. That should make more power. Basically with this motor is, we threw it on the dyno that night. I made 515 all 3 passes. Disappointing as shit, because I just spent roughly around $10,000 for a motor build. Mind you, like 2,000 of that is rods and pistons, but still, I spent good money to think that I was gonna make like 535, 540. I have a friend of mine, Oscar, makes like 576, and he's on my old setup with the MSD, the throttle body, and the rotofab big gulp, and someone else tuned it. Now, disappointing as shit. He spent the same money, but he doesn't have rods and pistons. He doesn't have ported, well, he does have ported heads. So like the only difference between us is rods and pistons and smaller cam. He has a stage 2. So where I'm getting at here is I was a little disappointed. I didn't want to upload. I didn't want to share it because I was a little, not embarrassed, maybe a little embarrassed, but I was pissed off, honestly. I was annoyed. I was very annoyed. I think I drove home that night because Oscar was with me, and I'm like, I'm selling this thing. I'm done. I want nothing to do with this. It works, it runs, it drives. It's just not happy with what I did, so I'm gonna sell it. That was the idea. Well, I slept on it for like a week, and then I'm like, you know what? The car makes still good power, runs and drives. Before, it was sitting in my garage for 6 months when we were doing the motor, so I'm happy with it. And by the way, if you expected to click on this video and I wasn't talking, you're dead wrong, okay? It's gonna happen, letting you know. Gotta finish this story. So, to get to the gist of it, what is totally restricting me, which we all figured out, I called Vengeance Racing. I told them everything. I called Mesa, who built the motor, and Edgar also figured this out with me. The only difference between this motor making bigger power than what it is now, the main thing that'll help me make power here, okay, is if I get rid of this piece of junk, and this piece of junk, and this piece of junk, and I put it for new stuff. So basically, I have to spend roughly, let's just say $2,500 to $3,000 because I got to get it retuned. So I would have to get a MSD manifold, which is what Edgar and Vengeance Racing told me. MSD manifold, whether it's ported or not, doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter because it's better than that junk. So they want the MSD manifold. They want a 103mm throttle body, either Nick Williams or K-Tech, doesn't matter. And they want a rotofab. And they say, you do that, you'll make better power. I don't want to give you an example of what they told me. They were telling me like, you know, roughly 550, 570 is where I want to be at. And this is my rant. Okay, I'm tired of spending money. I have a child on the way. This is why we're not doing too much here. So now you know my predicament. You know, I watch RPM a lot, and they have this exact car. LT1 motor, SS1LE. They strap on their Frankenstein heads. The cam, it was a Stage 3 cam, MSD, throttle body, same shit. They make like 600 and two to the wheel. And I'm like, dude, what's going on? 515. So I know what it is. If I change those out, I'll make great power. And I will, okay? I will one day, very soon I will. I don't know if I'm gonna boost this car anymore, but if I can at least make that 580 mark, 570 mark, I'll be very, very happy. But yeah, I'm sorry to like confuse you in this video, but I had to just come on and explain. You guys want to know why I haven't uploaded? That's why. I can't afford to do it right now. I got my truck outside. I haven't even showed you that. That's all done up, 6-inch lift, stuff like that. So that'll be the next video is the truck. But for now, explaining what is going on with this car, that is what's going on. So eventually the next step is get the MSD, get the 103mm throttle body, and get the rotofab also. That's the plan. As for that, it sounds good. I'll start her up for you. I'll take it for a little drive when I go hit balls and stuff. So it's nice. It's fun to have. I'm not gonna lie. It's still a fun car. My buddy Manny drove it and said, like, dude, there's no way this makes 510. I think it makes more. Maybe his dyno was messed up. I don't know. In my eyes, I think that's my issue is the stock throttle body and intake manifold. And a lot of people look at me like I'm nuts because they're like, why would you spend all this money to have stock intake manifold? I'm like, dude, it's just expensive. I don't have money like that right now. So it is what it is. That's what's going on with the Camaro. Sorry to ramble for so long. 7 minutes to be exact. Sorry, but anyways, I'll fire this girl up. We'll take it for a quick ride and at least you can get something out of it. So let's do that now. All right, you ready for this? Open it just for you guys. loud this thing is, right? Inside and out. Jesus Christ. Now you see why I don't daily it every single day. Holy shit. Alright. Take you on a little ride. You'll hear some good noises. Whew. Put the windows down. She likes to be a little cold. One thing I like about this cam, the car has a really nice chop compared to the one before. It's not at all the same. Totally different car. I'll rip it out here. Second gear. Yeah. Literally doesn't get old. Makes all sorts of good noises. It's funny, I haven't really driven this all that much. I put about in 6 months, I think it's been roughly 6 months since I built the motor. Like it's been like installed. I think I put 1,400 miles on the motor. So the car now has 20, I could look, but it's on oil pressure right now. But I think it's like 23,000 miles. So one thing about doing the exhaust dumps, it's probably hard to hear me, I don't know, so I apologize if it is. But with the exhaust dumps, it's really hard to hear, like it drones. It's louder in the car, but like the secret, and that's why I put the thing in, is like, look, like this is back on stealth and I shut the valves, and y'all barely know I have an exhaust and it sounds stock. That's why I did that, but that's not very fun, so who the hell does that, you know? Alright. So I'm at the golf course now. I just figured I'd give you guys a good little drive. That's going to be about it. That's all I got. You heard the car. You saw the car. You know what's going on with it now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be uploading on about the truck probably this week. Is the thing about my truck is it kind of has a setup that I think is kind of perfect that I don't see too much of. So I'll be uploading about that pretty soon, and we'll go from there. All right, y'all, but have a good one. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. And we'll see you guys in the next one. All right? Peace.